Could today be the very end of year 3 with the Tampa Bay Sharks? I think it's very possible and very likely as we trail the Sacramento Kings, the reigning champions, 3-0 here in the 2033 NBA Finals. We lost 2 of these games by 9 points, and we lost game 2, which was the middle of those 2 games, by around 20 or so points. And I think found the best possible adjustments for us to make to maximize this roster against the Kings going into these last either games or game. And part of that is going to be removing Max Christie from our starting 5. If you look at 2 of his last 3 games, he has amounted 0 points. The only game between those where he put 10 in a 22-point loss. So he has not been good offensively. Now he has been pretty good on defense against Ronnie Drew. He's held him in check for the most part. He had 4 steals and 1 block last game. But as you can kind of tell, defense is not really the issue. The common trend has been the offense. You know, we haven't had a game over 102 points except for 1 game in which we allowed 136. The defense outside of the game has been, I think, pretty respectable. So the offense needs to be better. I think Mark Sears has definitely left a lot to be desired. Similar story as to Christie, but his lack of defense has left him to lose minutes entering the rest of the series. And that means that Ron Holland will be getting 23 minutes off the bench as the backup power forward. We're going to keep McCall at the 4. He'll play some at the 3 entering this next game, but Tevin Wilson enters the starting 5 at the 3. He also played very well in game 2, as many of our role players did, and has not shot poorly outside of that game, but I think better shot selection could be good for him. He's shown some solid defense, but not great defense in all 3 games. So I think there is a benefit to playing him for his offensive skills, and that should allow us to be a bit larger, hopefully better on defense. And we are still going to have McCall be guarded by Jaren Jackson Jr., so it's a bit of a tougher matchup for him. The last 2 games, he definitely has, still supplied a lot of points, but it's because of that high volume. He has not shot the ball very well the last 2 games, but overall, still is our best player by a mile. We can't expect him to be great every single game. He's only in his 2nd season here in the NBA, obviously, but we're going to keep Wright and Coward and Mark Williams out there. Mark Williams will not be at full health entering this next game either. So hopefully these adjustments will help us out. But I guess we just got to find out as we are about to jump right in to game 4 in Tampa Bay, and our backs are against the wall. So could this be the end of our season, guys? It's possible. I'm hoping to show some fight like we have in a couple of these games, but I'm hoping for a better overall offensive performance, especially. I'm expecting our defense to be as it has been for the most part, but if we can just knock down a few more shots and stop those slow 4th quarter starts, I think that's going to be key to getting a win. And I did adjust the minutes for McCall to play at the start of those 4th quarters too. And game 4 has officially tipped off. Donovan Clingan wins the tip. I always forget to change this guy's shoes, but who cares? It's probably the last game we're going to see between these 2 teams. Most likely, if I had to guess, Ronnie Drew's first shot, no good. We have moved Cedric Coward to the 2 spot because of bringing Tevin Wilson back into our starting 5 after a long time. So we'll see if this gives us a different look as Wilson gets blocked on the first shot of the game for Tampa Bay. Not what you want to see to open this game. Gonna inbound, and the ball is tipped out of bounds by Ace Bailey. Still Sharks ball with 7 seconds still on the shot clock. Wilson with it. He'll find McCall. Clock under 5. Gotta find a good look. And McCall starts off the day 1 for 1. Off the screen. Bailey just given a second of space to fire. And he has been a thorn in our side the entire series. Even having McCall on him last game did not work. Just the screens set by Klingon mostly and by Jaren Jackson Jr. have been really, really tough to get around. And both off-ball, on-ball screens have been just a pain for us. Mark Williams, though, at the line, able to tie the game at 3 apiece. And now for the lead. Got it to go. Bailey cutting right into an alley-oop from Troy Stroud. It was entered the starting 5. And that is in place of Murray Weber. So Stroud, the starting point guard. I'm not sure how I didn't realize that until just now, but that's a new change for their lineup entering this game, as Bailey's wide open for another 3. And he's got all 8 for Sacramento. Another pass is tipped. Williams is denied by Klingon. Bailey again pulls the trigger. That's his first miss. McCall, good pass. Williams tries to lob it back to him, and it's deflected. Klingon pulls up. That's not his game. Good screen by Williams. McCall wide open from downtown. Would love him to have a better shooting day in terms of the efficiency here in this one to give us the best chance to win. Another good screen by Klingon. Stroud fades offline. How did Klingon grab that? He just tipped it to himself. He and Mark Williams both dealing with some slight injuries as Bailey has missed his last 2 open shots, but now a cold spell already for the Sharks. A call to get us back online. Drops it in from downtown. Jaren Jackson Jr., the pick and pop. Drew keeps it and left that shot short. Double screens. McCall baseline and turns it over. Klingon has been really good defending these pick and rolls. Jackson outlet pass. Extra one to Stroud from the corner. Can't get it to go. Another clean look for McCall. Straight away. It's in there. Hot start. That's what we need out of him. Timeout, Sacramento. Downhill between 2 defenders. Jaren Jackson Jr. off the dribble. Able to finish at the rim. He's up to 41% shooting now here in the playoffs. It was lower than that before facing us. So that's, obviously not great. But 5 minutes gone! And Diorite elevates for the jam. High ball screen from Klingon. He gets the ball back, and there's nobody left in the paint for Tampa Bay. Call steps into an open 3 again. Plenty of open shots for him already, which is a great sign. Oh, good move by Stroud. Kicks it back out. Ronnie Drew, no good. The tip won't go either for Donovan Klingon. Inside, good pass to find Tevin Wilson. Diorite the assist. Straight away. Jaren Jackson Jr. buries the triple. And now it's Tampa Bay calling timeout. Ron Holland on the floor now for the Sharks. Max Christie also checks in with his role now minimized to the rest of the series. McCall works inside, met at the crest by Bailey. Mark Williams, no, but we're going to have a third chance to put the ball through the basket. Christie over the top. Williams not able to finish. Great defense by Bailey that entire possession. Over the top, back to Jaren Jackson Jr. on the pick and roll. What is that pass? Jackson cuts it off. Wright turns it over. Stroud fading. Can't drop it in. Rebound goes to Ron Holland. Good outlet pass. Christie, take the 3. At least he made the shot at the end, but he had a clean look from downtown. Oh, we almost stole it. Holland couldn't get a hand on it. Stroud likes the moving triple. Now 0 for 3 from behind the arc, though. In the paint, back out. Offense having trouble finding a good look. Christie does find Williams, and he's blocked by Ronnie Drew this time. Come on. He's a 2-guard. Mark Williams, 0 for 4 from the field. Been blocked multiple times already, I think 3 different times. Or at least twice. That ball stolen away by Holland. Can we score this time? Christie's open. This time he will take the triple, and he missed it. Just not taking advantage of these good opportunities. Stroud back out from the corner. Ronnie Drew extends the Kings' lead to 4. Firing on the move. No good. Corey Cousins on the floor. Gets the offensive rebound and promptly gives it right back to Sacramento. This is just, like I said last episode, a trend that we have seen this team have all season long. Really in the entire series with these young talents, turning the ball over way too much, allowing baskets on the other end after those turnovers. And like somebody said in the comments last episode, we're kind of back to how we were playing towards the regular season. I mean, that was, I think, bound to happen eventually. We had a really good run of play against a couple different opponents, but playing a team as good as the Kings are, we were bound to regress back to where we were with that 40 and 42 record, and I think that's what we've been seeing here throughout the entire series. You know, we've had those flashes and those moments where we're playing really well, but then we have those moments where we go back to this team's identity from the rest of the entire season. So this is not all that surprising and not all that unexpected. I think the real unexpected thing was the run that we had to reach the finals in the first place. But it's at least a good foundation and a good building block to move forward with. Here's a clean look for Cedric Coward. Big shot to end our scoring drought. Now about 90 seconds left to go in the quarter. Sharks down by 4. Bailey in traffic, and he got the contact. Mark Sears not a fan of the call. Front end for Bailey. Will drop in. Now he's got his takeover activated, but it should go away once the quarter's over, so at least it took this long, I guess, but we've just had no luck containing him whatsoever. And it's too late to figure it out now, I think. We tried, and not even our best defender can do a good job against him. We don't have an answer with this current roster. Same play as last time, and Coward didn't pull the trigger. Are you serious? That was going to be a clean look. We'll go back to him, but now he's covered. And he's going to step back and hit it! Where's the foul? He just hit the deck. Weber finds Cardinal, but Coward gets over in time. Shot clock below 5. Wilson defending. Jackson has to shoot. Does not get the shot off in time. Good defense that time around, fellas. From way downtown. Coward too strong. That could have tied the game at 25. Instead, we're going to have a low-scoring first quarter, but a big steal by Sears. Going to have a chance to close the gap one last time. Wilson blocked by Bailey. Wow. Never mind. 25-22. The offense not looking great. Not looking great. The second quarter has begun. Tevin Wilson, why are you passing out of that? It leads to an open 3 for a better three-point shooter, but even still, we can't get the shot to go. Open shot, fading. Tyson offline. Good pass, and Cousins will get the basket, plus the foul, the hoop, and the harm. And the free throw with a chance to tie. Coward got it to drop. 25 apiece. Flinging the pick. Finds open room. I mean, when he gets a clean look, when has he missed the shot? Like, what, 10% of the time? He just does not miss the open looks, man. We don't have anybody that we can really say the same for. Sears fires, but can't respond. Flinging, eyeing the big mismatch here. Draws the double open look. Tyson doubles the Kings lead. We go fast. Corey Cousins is ahead of the pack. With Klingon injured, that should be available a couple of times when we have Cousins out there, because Williams also hurt, also having his speed affected. So, gotta take advantage of that injury mismatch. Why is Bailey given so much room? Luckily, he missed it, but come on, guys. Play better on ball and off-ball coverage. There are no screens set right there for him. Coward, back to Cousins. Nobody there again. Don't let him shoot. Bailey, a foot or two behind the arc. What can we do? And now we turn the ball over. Tevin Wilson, man. What's going on, pal? Bailey just feasting. McCall picked up by Stroud, and that was enough to prevent the shot from dropping. Now we double Jackson, and he just gets around it, gets through it. How do you not stop a shot when he's been double teamed? Jackson's 4 for 4. Bailey is like 7 for 9 or something. What a horrible start for our defense in the quarter and overall on both players. Great defense by the Kings. They guard that pick and pop perfectly. Wilson still forced to fire. The offense just cannot figure it out. Stroud back out. Jackson's open. They're getting anything they want. And now we give it back. Coward with the moving screen. We're falling apart. Now it's guess who? Ace Bailey. He missed it. Rebounds tipped out of bounds by Klingon. Sharks take over. Good screen. No, it's not. Never mind. But Williams. Oh! Klingon again got a hand on it. Off-ball screens. Drew picked up well. Bailey, not so much. He got it to go again. 15-point lead. He's got 23. He's nearly outscoring the Sharks by himself. 11 here in the quarter. We have no response. McCall, need it. Don't have it. And now Boo Birds coming in from this home crowd. Stroud fires, it hits. An endless onslaught from the Kings. Wilson blocked by Bailey. Wilson uses the screen, but Bailey gets around it so easily. Great defense by Sacramento again. Coward, great drive. Where has that been? We do our plays just like that. That was phenomenal. Oh, come on, man. Thank God Ronnie Drew has been stinking it up almost the whole series, because if he hits these open looks that he's been having the entire series, we get blown out every single night. We've at least made some of the games look respectable. This one, not so much, but we are closing the gap little by little. But shooting 41% right now, Kings at 50%. Gotta flip that within the next quarter or two. Stroud, back out. Good defense by the Sharks on this possession, and that's a block for Tevin Wilson. Another shot clock violation against Jaren Jackson Jr. Coward, downhill. Nice shot. He's been pretty good so far. I can't really complain about his play. The all right, besides that dunk, has been relatively quiet. Call has been good. But defensively, I mean, every time Bailey touches the ball, it's a wide open shot. You're right. Finds a Williams rolling, and it's back to 9 points. No, not again. We keep getting stuck. Even Ronnie Drew just caught McCall on that screen, guys. I mean, what is going on here? We gotta train him with Pick Dodger. Well, actually, I can't because we're an expansion team, and that doesn't work with the expansion teams sometimes, which includes this team right here. Ron Holland for 3. You know, that's not going to go in. Owen spins into a shot. He missed it. Williams pulls down the rebounds. We've scored 15 points in the second quarter so far. You're right. Makes it 18. Good shot. Off the screen. Bailey out of a shot. Finds Jackson, who's blocked out of bounds. One thing I have not done in this entire, franchise so far is make those specific defensive adjustments in terms of like how do we cover screens and whatnot on defense. Because if I were to do that for us, it's unfair for me to do it for us, but not for the other team. Because my understanding is that if you're on automatic, which is what CPU teams are on by default, and we are, is that you just kind of go under on all screens. Pretty much teams do the exact same thing no matter who you are. I don't think the coach makes a difference. So if I were to do it for us, I would have to do it for the Kings as well, based on what I think makes the most sense for certain players. I feel like that's an unfair advantage for me to not do it that way, so I just kind of avoided making those adjustments because it wouldn't change a whole lot if I were to do it for both teams, I don't think. That shot's no good. Holland pulls down the miss. Good cross-court pass. McCall from the corner, and the Kings' lead shrinks to 6. Good pass. Open 3. Oh, he missed it. All right. We have some life. Williams sets the screen. The all right on the move, and he fires a triple right through the hoop, and the lead is cut in half. And they give it right back. A 3 could tie it up, and we cough it up. No, Holland. No. And now Owens lays it in off the front of the iron. Come on. McCall straight ahead. Yes. No, Stroud's open. He's got the takeover on. That was a big change for the Kings, I think, is taking out the injured Murray Weber, bringing in George Stroud, he's played better in this series than he has the rest of the postseason. So I think that lines up, gives him a better offense, I think, overall, better options to shoot, because Weber had not shot very well entering this game. Right? Feeling it, but that one just tops out. Need a stop right here to close the half. Don't let this lead get any larger. Jackson fouls. Wow. He's the first on the Sharks all quarter long. The front end will go. And with 4.4 left in the half, the Kings will have a 7-point cushion. We get a good look up. McCall up floor, and he turns it over. And the quarter and the half are both over. 56-49, the Kings are in front, but we showed some fight. We fought back from like a 15-point deficit, but still work left to do, as always, it appears. All right, and that's how we start the second half. A missed alley-oop opportunity. All right. We still have possession, though. We'll have a basket. Coward's been solid. Right with it now. He'll have to fire. No good as a foul. Oh, it's on us. All right. Quiet day so far for Ronnie Drew, who misses the mid-range fade. Coward to the rack and hacked by Jaren Jackson Jr. Why does every player want a review of the foul? Every time, especially this Kings team. You guys are reigning champions. Stop complaining. You won every game in the finals so far. You're ready to sweep us. Give it a rest, man. We've already got the advantage. Free throw's good. That is stolen. Wright cuts it off, and he's blocked. No! How do you let him catch up? Come on, man. We can't get anything. There's a steal. Can we score on this turnover? Good pass. McCall. Yes! I just want us to compete. That's not how you do it. But the shot's no good. A 2 could tie, a 3 could put us in front somehow. Not sure how we got to this point, but I'll take it. I want the lead. Tough fadeaway for Tevin Wilson. And yeah, he's definitely... He's been a bit of a different player than we were used to back in his rookie season. You know, some tendencies change a little bit, and the way he plays gets affected by it. It happens a lot. Coward, back out, Wilson, quick trigger. It's not gonna go. Lobbing it up to Bailey. Ronnie Drew the assist. And the lead is up to 6, 54-60 in favor of the Kings. Timeout, Tampa Bay. Mismatch here for McCall against Jalen Tyson. Let's take advantage of this one. Or pass out of it. That also works, I guess. No good from Coward. There's too many times where the offense just goes cold. Coward's 4 for 6. Tevin Wilson is 2 for 8. Williams is like 1 for 6. McCall has shot around 44% this game. Not getting a lot from many of our role players. You know, Wright had a good little few minutes there earlier in the game. And Sears has not scored yet. Ron Holland hasn't scored. Christie has hit 1 shot. And now McCall turns the ball over. Back to Klingon. That was a little acrobatic for no reason. Plus minus of 16 for Klingon. Out. McCall. Gotta have it. And he does. Ronnie Drew has a lane. Back out to the open man. Stroud cannot answer back. Coward baseline. Good take. Come on, man. Keep this up the whole game. Get a stop, fellas. Come on. McCall guarding Ace Bailey. Block under 5. No screen coming. He'll throw the grenade to Tyson. His shot's no good. And now a chance to make it a 1-score game. McCall 1-on-1. Can't get by Bailey. Good hesitation, though, and it's good off the glass. 22 for McCall, now up to 53% from the field. He's been really good. He's kept us in this game, so has Cedric Coward. Those two guys have been our best players by a mile, at least offensively. You can't go under that screen. But he did, and the shot missed. We can tie or take the lead now. Never mind, we'll have to wait. Stroud gives it right back. Williams is there. Fast break. McCall. Hoop and the harm. This crowd's on their feet. Look at Bailey. Oh, you want the foul? You're not going to get it, you bum. You're not a bum, but come on, man. Every time, waving their little fingers around. Give it a rest, man. The score is 64-63. Tampa Bay in the lead. Drew, given room. And that's like one of his first makes of the entire contest. I can't really complain. He's been cold. He was due for a shot to go in. But as soon as we take the lead, they have an answer. Free throws on the way. His right attacks Murray Weber. Right, misses the front end. Come on. This one's got to go. Right, 3 dribbles, spins the ball, takes his time and fires, and he goes 0 for 2. You're kidding me. They whip it down low, and Bailey has a mismatch on Sears. Unbelievable. We go fast. Does not amount to much. Right, a few feet behind the line that makes up for the missed free throws. It's back to 1. Playing it downhill. He's entered. How could we not contain him? Cousins kicks it back out. Gotta find some space. Right. Same spot as last time. Good offensive rebound. And the putback for Tevin Wilson. Heison's pass stolen by Corey Cousins. And now the alley-oop. No good. And the rebound goes off of Cousins' face to Bailey. What was that entire play? Cardinal no good. Another strong rebound by Wilson. Can we take the lead? Right to Wilson. He wants it, but he left it short. Unbelievable. And now Tyson. No Cardinal. Misses the open 3. They're giving us every chance, guys. Let's make the most of it. Come on now. The pick and pop. Wilson with space. Not able to connect. Now 3 for 11 from the field. Playing in. How does that work in his favor? Come on. Wilson, the screen. Right, the mid-range shot in there. Nothing but net. These games always appear to be close at some point in the third quarter. It's what happens after this exact moment that matters the most. You've got to close the quarter strong. Have a lead to start the fourth. Right. Misses the dribble pull-up. And the Kings are still holding on by a thread. Cardinal has had a lot of good looks, but has yet to make us pay. Cousins inside. Wilson off the window. Good touch. And now we're in front. Bailey, the crossover, pulls up and missed the shot. Build on this lead now. I want Mark Sears to contribute here. That's a clean shot, and he drilled it. Off-ball screens. Bailey picked up by Coward. Wants to work on him now. Good defense. Klingon. Blocked out of bounds. 3.8 on the clock. As the Kings will call a timeout prior to the inbound pass. They'll inbound to Murray Weber. He'll fade. In and out. A cold spell. A drought finally for the Kings. Add to this lead now. Don't let these guys get back into a one-score game by the close of this third quarter. Hand off to Wright. He'll step back. Missed it. And Jackson somehow gets to the rebound before Mark Williams can. Owens. Missed it. We can go... we can't go 2 for 1, but we can definitely take our time here. Williams, the screen. Wilson downhill. Well defended, and the quarter is going to come to an end with the Kings now trailing 72-76. This, I believe, is the first time we have held a lead to open the fourth quarter in this series. Can we make the most of it now? Kings start with it. And their drought continues. McCall will play the entire fourth quarter. Our best player on both ends will be out there the whole time. Will that be enough? He'll hop, step through the lane around Ronnie Drew. Good start. Cardinal Steps into an open shot, but he has had a really tough game. Up ahead, it's McCall again against Cardinal this time. Cardinals open right down the lane. Now that is a gimme right there. Come on, guys. Trying to get McCall open again. Feeding him the entire fourth quarter to open things up. That shot's no good. But more looks like that, please. That's a steal for Christie. Can we convert on the other end? From behind the arc. Again, McCall. He got it. Good screen by Jackson. Drew. Read up on the drive. McCall. Into a block. Man, he had a chance there, I thought, to drive it before that little crossover. Weber. Nice shot. And our lead is cut to 5. Williams has it. What is that? That is a low percentage look if I've ever seen one. Blocked by Wilson from behind. Huge denial. Up to Christie. But Drew picks him up. He lobs it up. Oh, and McCall is right there. Clock under 5 for the Kings offense. Jackson, well defended, man. Wilson has done a great job in the low post, guarding him at the very least. So he's allowed a couple of three-point chances, but down low, he's been really good. Now he's open for a 3 and connects. The largest lead of the game for Tampa Bay at 10. Cardinal open again. Still cannot find his offensive rhythm. You're right. Front rimming off. Jackson there for the rebound. Owens calling for it. Mismatch. Kicks it out to Jackson. We don't often see them have both Owens and Jackson out there at the same time. That gives them a bit more size. But I guess they got Jackson playing the 5, so perhaps not. Right. Fires. And it's good. Man, he has been great pretty much the entire series. Besides that one game where he had like 8 points, but outside of that one game, he's been awesome. Off-ball screen for Jackson. He's been solid from behind the arc in this series. That time he gets it to go. McCall wide open. Catch and shoots. You can't leave this guy open this many times in a game. 6 to play. Our largest lead at 13 points. The Kings led by 15 back in the second quarter. We've climbed back and taken control of this one, but the Kings aren't going away. There's Troy Stroud. More off-ball movement. More three-point chances for McCall. He's catching fire. Jaws is heating up there in the fourth. Cardinal not afraid to let it fly, but perhaps he should be for the rest of this game. Williams the screen. McCall, same spot. In there. He's going crazy. He's got to have 40 by now. Absolutely monster fourth quarter out of McCall. I mean, we could have used this kind of game last episode. It might be too late for us to come back down 3-0. But at least we're seeing something like this at some point here in the finals. I was waiting for this. Inside to right. Back out. Clock at 5. Coward misses. Williams the offensive rebound. And that is tipped out. Kings have it now. I will say, both teams have been setting some really great screens. Like, we have set some good screens too. Prior to this game, we just did not hit as many open shots as they did. But that is the benefit of having Mark Williams out there, because Corey Cousins does not set those kinds of screens as often as Williams does. And even if Williams has a bad day from the field, which he has in this one, we can win because he sets those really hard off-ball, on-ball screens. So there's at least still benefits to having him out there on the offensive end if he's not going to, go 4 for 5 or whatever from the field. The free throws for Jackson. Game's not over. Still a lot of basketball left. But we are looking pretty good here. Out to Coward. He's wide open. Where's the defense? That shot's in there. Lobbing it up to your right. Sky's the limit. Call. Backs down Stroud. And draws the foul. This game is over. And we get MVP chance for Noel McCall. That shot falls, and what a fourth quarter by him, man. What a second half. He's put up over 30 points in this half alone. Without him, we lose this game. He heard the chatter in the comment section. He heard what some fans were saying. He's just not stepping up this series the last couple of games. And at least there's going to be one strong game that he's going to have in this series. One really good performance to make you believe that he can really get the job done as he becomes an even better player next season. Cardinal misses again, and the Sharks hold on to avoid the sweep. 108-95. Big second half on both ends by this team. And we're showing some life. We're showing some fights. Maybe, just maybe, if we can win Game 5, we can think about pulling off the impossible. It was a brand new playoff career high for Noel McCall that led us to the victory. 46 points, 8 rebounds, 16 for 26. His threes were online, 10 for 16. The Alrights played pretty well, 3 boards shy of a triple-double. Howard has to keep playing like this if we're going to pull off wins like these against this team. Tevin Wilson, 5 for 15. Want to see better out of him, I think, going forward. Same out of Mark Williams, but he did have 15 rebounds. That was big. That's one of our better rebounding games against Donovan Clingan. Sears, I hope, plays better. Christie, only took 2 shots. I can't complain about that. Holland, 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Only took 1 shot. Can't complain. Clingan held to only 11 rebounds. That's how it needs to be going forward. Despite 33 for Ace Bailey in a big first half, we are able to overcome that, come back from down by 15 points, which was 17 points, which was their largest lead back in the second. Our largest was at 16 points. Despite higher turnover numbers, we are still able to pull off a pretty incredible win, a pretty improbable win. And hopefully we can do this a couple more times and just give ourselves a chance to do something that you've never really seen before in the NBA Finals. That second half, we outscored the Kings by 20 points. 20 points. Hard to play better than that in one half. Before Game 5 in the NBA Finals, the plus minuses look like this for your Sharks. Mark Williams, 5.3, the highest. I think starting him gives us just the best shot to win. You're right, though. Second at 4.7. Ron Holland, I only played in 1 game, but had a good plus minus here in this one. But Call is at negative 3.5. I think that's mostly because he has been matched up on Bailey the last 3 games, I believe, or at least the last 2, and Bailey has been lighting us up. We can't stop him. But this game, I think, will help us out a little bit. But look at the negatives for Wilson and Sears and Sean Mason at negative 21. That's really funny. But Wilson and Sears especially, I mean, I can't take these guys out of the rotation completely, especially Wilson, who's now a starter. We just have to roll with it and hope that we can turn these numbers around in these next couple of games, if there are going to be more than one. So we'll keep our lineup exactly as is, based on that performance, and hopefully keep up this stretch. And so here we go, everyone, into Game 5. Could this be the end of the road? It wasn't back in Game 4. We gave ourselves some life, some more time to keep our trophy hopes alive. Can we keep that up in this one? Can McCall pick up where he left off in Game 4? Let's find out. And we are underway in Game 5 here at the Golden One Center. The Sharks are out in their statement uniforms. We'll see if we can force a Game 6. But Ronnie Drew opens the scoring. Wilson the pick. Coward keeps it open. Look from the elbow to open things up for the Sharks. Clock under 5. Ronnie Drew. No good this time. Second chance. No. And Klingon got it. Are you serious? Mark Williams. Not a good start. And coming off a great performance on the glass in the last game, that's hopefully going to improve. Open look. McCall 1 for 1. Clock under 5 again. Drew, another shot. He's taken all of them except that one land by Klingon so far. Here's McCall. Short fadeaway. Already has 5 points. He has averaged over 33 points per game here in the NBA Finals. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Just an absolute stat sheet stuffer. From downtown, it's Bailey too strong. Do not let him get off to a hot start. Mark Williams probably a game away from reaching full health. That could be big for us. A call. Outlet pass. Coward, no. On the fast break. Bailey's going to drive it and throw it down. Good defense by Jaren Jackson Jr. McCall tries again, close range, but can't get it to fall. Back door. Bailey hands it off. Klingon. No good. McCall is open. And he drops it in. Keep it going. Keep beating the hot hand. Here's Bailey. Straight away. Yep. Picking pot now. Right. Keeps it. And he had Wilson wide open. Threw it to the wrong guy on the wrong team. And McCall steals it back. All right, we'll take it. McCall steps into a 3. No good. That was tipped off the rim. Right to Klingon. Oh, Stroud. He just made Wright look a little silly there on defense, but luckily can't capitalize. What is that shot? Wilson, no. No more mid-range looks for you. Drew had that ball tipped. Klingon can't make the second chance attempts. All right. A call. As defenders collapse, gets around him. The hoop and the harm. Phenomenal patience. He's already got 10. 4 for 6 from the fields. And like I was hoping for, picking up right where he left off in the fourth quarter of Game 4. Drew the screen. Frees up Stroud for a triple. That shot doesn't go in. Williams over Bailey. Good finish. Stroud did not take it that time. Instead, drives it, deflected away by Mark Williams, waiting for that drive. Now McCall's open. It doesn't go. Under 5 on the clock. Drew with space, drops it in. So we've seen a couple of times it's kind of gone from Bailey being the guy that they go to Ronnie Drew. It just depends on the game. Right now, Drew has had the bulk of their shots, and he's done a pretty good job so far, but the Kings trail. High ball screen now for Jaws. Defenders collapse. He'll fade anyways. No good, and now an over the back on Clem will keep it with the Sharks. Ron Holland, Max Christie check in. Dior right lets it fly, no good. Stephen Cardinal on the floor after a really off night in Game 4 that contributed to their loss. He'll kick it out. Owens open to tie the game at 15 apiece. Good pass. Good pass by Holland. Right. In and out. And now 0 points for Tampa Bay. Another one of these cold stretches. Over 2 minutes without a point for Tampa Bay. Cardinal, good move, but just can't put the ball through the basket. A call crosses from way downtown. No good. A pass deflected. Owens turns it over. Right. Dishes. Christie. Corner. No. But Williams. Yes. Weber penetrates out to Bailey. All right. We'll take the miss. Quick three. The all right. No. Another offensive rebound, though, for Mark Williams. Good job on the glass. Right. Back to Holland. Why did he just do that motion? Just shoot from where you're at. 3 seconds to fire off the inbound pass. He's clearly pissed about the miss right there, but out comes Williams, in comes Cousins. McCall Wright have played the whole game so far. McCall has to jack it up. It's not going to go. Inside. Bailey positioning. And he's fouled with the basket to go. Unreal. To put the Kings in front. It's in there. McCall finds room. That's going to drop in. Bailey. Contested three. Well defended by McCall. 2 to play in the quarter. The Sharks lead by 2. Cousins rejected. Tyson with some space, but that one hits the front of the iron. Right, good take. Able to keep it himself and score. We have played some really good defense so far. Tyson misses the decent look from behind the arc. And we tack on more to this early lead. Right, catch and shoot. Good job by Cardinal getting back there on defense. Right, 1 for 5. That ball snatched by Holland. McCall, quick trigger. Got it, man. He's been great. He's got, 16, 17 points? Come on now. Off the screen from Owens. He'll get it back and miss the shot. Cardinal gets the offensive rebound. Got a box out there, Max Christie. Final play of the quarter. Kings less than 20 points. Tyson will miss it, and he had a clean look. An ugly start. McCall nearly outscoring Sacramento by himself. A 7-point lead. Have to build on this now. Second quarter has begun. We almost give it back to Sacramento. McCall played the entire first quarter, or at least the vast majority of it. Now takes a rest for the time being, but he'll play around 42 minutes in these games. And no. Three in the key on Holland. Cardinal downhill. Fires. Can't hit. The Kings have gone scoreless the last 3 minutes and change. Holland with the jackhammer off the assist from Cody Cousins. This team is playing like they were in the entire second half of Game 4. Have the lineups really made this big of a difference? That's a good shot for Stroud to break the cold spell for the Kings. And we almost turned the ball over. Cousins is open inside. Holland found him. Good pass. Cardinal is fouled on the mismatch against Cousins. I'm going to lose my voice by episodes, and I can already feel it, guys. Cardinal at the line, hits both. Cousins, the screen. Wilson, the three, no good, and rebound goes to Klingon. And Stroud lost it. Cousins right there to scoop up the loose ball. To the offense to keep things up while McCall takes a rest. Wilson, good pass. Can Holland hit a three for once? Not this time. Stroud, quick shot off the pass from Klingon. Couple of big threes by him here in this second quarter. And our lead is cut to 3. That pass deflected, and Sears there to get to it. Shot clock stays the same, but now Cousins is open. Stroud rises. He's hot. Timeout, Sharks. Call back out there. He gets the ball immediately, but can't cash in. Tipped out, and it is Kings ball. Here's Cardinal. Missing it. Still cold from the field. Wilson, a foot inside the arc. No, McCall the rebound. And how is there no foul there on Stroud? That's a shocking no call. Stroud doubled, leaving Jackson open. The three puts the Kings on top. Good pass. McCall is open again. That one's gonna go. Double screens for Ronnie Drew. He's got a lane. Jackson has a better one. Sears takes his time, still can't connect. Need him to, like I said earlier, contribute to this game a bit more with those threes. Now a mismatch. He tried to steal it. Jackson's doubled. Finds the open man. It's Stroud, the hot hand, but this time it won't go. Up ahead. It got by Cardinal. McCall's open and scores. And he's really feeling himself right now as we lead by 2. Stroud. What? Sears. Traffic cone. 3 screens off ball for McCall. He can't get 3 points out of it, though. Half the quarter left to play. Jackson drives, bucket, and foul. He's just a little bit more athletic than Mark Williams is. The free throw is good. We go up ahead. Williams got by Klingon, answers back with a 3-point play of his own. Crowd doesn't like the call. Go figure. They're the home team. Are we surprised? They complain always. They always complain. That's the same thing I just said. The free throw's no good. It's trailed by 1 still. Ronnie Drew picked up by Holland. Good switch off ball. Where was that the last couple games? Stroud contested, and a good defensive stop by Tampa Bay. Mark Williams. What was that? I've never seen him do that before. It's out of bounds. He was blocked. Back out. Bailey's open. Yep. Screen from Coward, right. We'll keep it. No, we'll dish it. Coward's open. Great play drawn up right there. I forget our head coach's name, but good play regardless. Kings got to find a shot. Weber steps back. No good. Holland the rebound. A chance to get back in front here for Tampa Bay. Coward waiting. Finds McCall. That's right actually on the pass. Williams has the ball knocked out of bounds off of him. Bailey again open. Not as efficient as we're used to. He's still hit a couple. He's been good, but not great. There's Wright to put us in front. Both teams having trouble with the shot clock, but Drew gets free at the last moments. Somebody make a play. McCall has a lane. He finds Wright, more open, and he answers. Thank God he made it. Uh-oh. That's a clean look for Bailey. Ball screens again. McCall's open. The defense might have gotten there in time. Weber drills it. 5-point lead for Sacktown. Inside, and Owen stole it, not even looking at the ball. How is that possible? No. No, you can't make that mistake, Christian. You can't foul them like that. That's going to be a make no matter what you do unless you bear hug the guy to the ground. Drew hits the free throw, and just like that, the Kings have an 8-point cushion. And that backdoor pass, a little too early for McCall. The alley-oop does not get there. We get it back. Got to score, though. We've gone cold. The offense has had a couple turnovers. McCall's been quieter this quarter, but not by a lot. Right, stuffed. Met at the crest of that shot by Ronnie Drew. They're going to waste some time and then lob it up to Ace Bailey. Gotta hit a shot to close the half. Trailing by 10. McCall turns it over. The Kings return the favor of good defense and use a big second quarter to drop 38 points and builds a 10-point lead after trailing by 7 through 1. Unreal. All right, we've been here before. Is this a story of the first 3 games all over again? Trailing at halftime and need a big third quarter. I suspect we'll close the gap a little bit and then things will slowly slip through our fingers, as we have seen before. That shot's denied. Wright gets to it. Needs some points. But the Kings are able to slow us down. Off the screen. Wright contested. Has not been good enough in this game so far. And Wilson just got completely blown past. Coward. Quick trigger. Another really good contest by Sacramento. Coward. Only 2 for 4. McCall with a steal. And he will score, and a bad foul. A chance to close it to within single digits. Noel McCall, man. Special player. What a talent, man. I mean, have we seen a guy play like this in just his second season? Even, this is going to be a crazy comparison, but Mac Boyd, I don't think he was doing this year 2. Maybe year 3, yes, but not his second season. McCall is the advantage of being easily the best player. But we haven't really seen anything quite like this. But still a long way to go. Speaking of the devil, McCall for 3. Too strong. Klingon gets the rebounds. We can't rely on him to score all the time. I mean, that's even a steal attempt. You just ran right by the guy. The Kings lead by 14 points. You can't let it slip now. Good dish, I guess, if he hits the shot, which he does. McCall has made a couple of gambles there on passing out of open shots, but so far, we have not paid for it. Drew out to Bailey, a few feet behind the line. He answers back. Good riddance. 15 first half points for Bailey. I mean, he had a slower start, but he's been as advertised in the last couple of games, unfortunately. A call, top of the key, no good, but it's put back in by Mark Williams. Can't afford to have McCall lose his offensive rhythm anytime soon, really at all or ever. Screen from Klingon. Stroud, backdoor, tried it at least, and Wright shows off the hustle. It's tipped out of bounds. That'll be a Sharks ball. Backdoor on the pick and roll. Good feed. The lead is down to 10. Once again, the Kings just have shot better than we have at 50%. We're at 43%. But around, we saw that kind of a stack comparison last game. We were able to turn things around. It's a bit later in the game now than it was last time, but we still have plenty of basketball left. Good defensive rebound. Want to see Tevin Wilson have a good day. McCall, though, there we go. Big shot again. No, not Ace Bailey. He passed up the open three. Jackson now. The corner screen. Stroud keeps it. We play some good defense. Drew, come on. The call right to the rack. That's more like it. Keep it yourself, buddy. He's got 28 already. He's stepping up when it matters most. Other guys got to help him out. Bailey to Klingon. That's too easy. Right, wide open, high arcing shot. It does not go. 3 for 10 now for Dior Wright. We can't afford games like that now. But he is young. He's a rookie. He was never going to have a great game every game. Ronnie Drew at 7 for 11. It was time for him to have a good day, but now he and Bailey both are playing well. That's going to make it so hard for us to figure ourselves out defensively. Just got to stay in the game until we can get a string of stops together and hopefully scores along with it. They love this corner screen for Stroud. Maybe that's why. Oh, brother. 4th turnover for Wright. Do it right to the opposition. Bailey is wide open. Where are my defenders? How did he miss that? Cannot bet on that. A call. Why are you passing out? Does not get bailed out this time. It's not even a thing for tendencies. It's just the game is like that. Compared to any previous 2K, the drives and kicks are just egregious. It happens to everyone. But now trailing by 16 points, it's pretty much do or die. You can't wait to the 4th quarter to come back. It's got to be right now. The last 4.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Wright just cannot get online. Stroud on the move. Yes. What a shot. Out to Coward. Not even he can hit shots consistently in this one. Bailey from the corner. It just keeps pouring in. They keep pouring it on. 83-61. That feeling is sinking in now. Thought that was going to happen last game. I was wrong, thankfully. But this feels like the end of the line for us in year 3, fellas. I don't know if we can come back from 20-22 down with only a quarter and change left. That seems like too much for a team as young as we are. Good kick out. A 2-pointer. No good from Tevin Wilson. We'll watch the rest of the quarter, and if it's still the same story, which it goes like it might be, then I guess we're going to be done here. And the Sacramento Kings bookend the NBA Finals with a rout of the Tampa Bay Sharks, and they are your 2033 NBA Finals champions. 2 straight, back-to-back Larry O'Brien trophies for Sacramento. They win on their home court in Game 5 to end our season and their own. But this time, they're on top, and we are not. A sad day for Tampa Bay, but overall, what we thought was going to be a down season turned into a run to remember for the rest of this franchise. What an effort by this young team, but the better team did come out on top. That part is clear. And here is the trophy presentation. Adam Silver hands it off as confetti rains in from the arena ceiling. Jalen Tyson, see Stephen Cardinal, Ronnie Drew, Murray Weber's up there. Where's Donovan Clingan? I don't see him. But it looks like Ace Bailey might be your NBA Finals MVP. That lines up. That makes a lot of sense. And he's going to have that trophy. Congratulations, I guess. But the Kings, our newest rival. It's official. The year is over. The Kings have won the championship. Ace Bailey is your Finals MVP. Look at these numbers. 29, 5, and 6. Solid defense, but great offense. 64% from the field. Did not miss a free throw. 62% from behind the arc. If we're going to see a team like this, or the same team again in the same spot next year, which might not be feasible for us, we've got to figure out the defense. And that means pretty much everyone outside of McCall. But again, McCall was guarding him for the last 3 games, and we still couldn't do it. So he still has room to grow, obviously. But Bailey, your Finals MVP. The Kings, your champions. And the Sharks, your runner-ups. In the closeout win, Bailey had 31, 6, and 8. Ronnie Drew, 24 and 9, had 5 steals. Bailey had 3. Jaren Jackson Jr., 22. I mean, the guys that they rely on had some of the most efficient games in this one. Clingan, back to 18 rebounds. I think, you want to keep Mark Williams around, but I mean, we're going to see if Cousins can develop better. But 2 rebounds for him, not great. Williams only had 8. We have to figure out if we can get a better rebounding and defensive big man. That's going to be a big key for us. McCall at 42 in this game, back-to-back 40-plus games on efficient scoring. His 3-ball, not quite as accurate, though. But it's not his fault. Dior Wright struggled from the field. I don't blame him either because he played a couple regular games. Tevin Wilson, though, I was hoping for better out of him for sure. The role players did not really do their jobs in this game, and the starters, only really 2 of them had a tangible impact out there. I'll call the greatest of them all. But the Kings shoot 56% to our 43. Our 3-ball was terrible across the board at 22%. I think, there are guys that you want to keep around. How about 18 turnovers? Jesus Christ. We lose by 37, by the way. Our worst performance overall in the series. Overall, these were your team stats in the finals. McCall averaged 35, 7, and 5 over 1 steal, 1 block per game, 50% from the field, 43 from downtown, and 83 at the line. Dior Wright struggled at the charity stripe, 56%. Not quite as good from downtown as the last couple of series. Not quite as good from the field at 44, 45%. Tevin Wilson below 40%. Bad from downtown, good at the line. So you were hoping for better from him, for sure. Wright averaged 17, 4, and 7. So again, good foundation for him. These are really good numbers for a rookie point guard, regardless of when or who you're playing against. Coward, 11, 4, and 4, 51% from the field. Not quite as good as we're used to for him from behind the arc. Cousins did not give us much stretch five ability in this series. He and Mark Williams, both efficient from the floor, but the rebounding again is the biggest concern for us. Mark Sears, I think we got to think about moving on from him, getting hopefully a similarly efficient three-point shooter, but a guy that can do better in terms of turnovers and be a way better defender. Max Christie has got to go. Sure, he has some good moments on defense, but the lack of offense that he gives us is a big problem. I think Ron Holland probably going to be on a different team next year if I had to guess. We'll see. I don't know about Jett Howard or the rest of these guys, but I think here are the guys that you want to keep around. You want to keep around McCall, obviously. Dior Wright, obviously. Tevin Wilson, we got to give him hopefully a year where he can play the entirety of it and hopefully gets more development. You want to keep around Coward, Mark Williams, and Cousins. And that's it. I think you have questions about Sean Mason, obviously. You want to find maybe a third center who can be a surefire starter, and you can give backup minutes to Williams or Cousins until Cousins is maybe fully developed to an extent. But all the other guys, you want to give Neil Lovett a chance to get more development as well. But the rest of them, you want to see if we can fill in those gaps and just kind of replace what we're not getting from those players. Here are your playoff stats. You kind of already have seen these a little bit. But if we look at the advanced metrics in the playoffs, McCall had the highest EWA, or the wins added, at 5.3. Steers in the positives, Cousins positive, Wright positive, Coward positive. So is Williams. Hawkes negative, Wilson positive, Holland negative, Christie negative. Mason was positive at 0.4. But all in all, I mean, turning a 40-42 record into an NBA Finals run, and at least getting a one game off of this great, back-to-back champion team is impressive for us. Very impressive season versus the expectations. And now I think in year 4 for this team, things are going to be very interesting. I don't know what to expect from the development. I do expect McCall and Dior Wright at the very least to get some significant progression. But for everybody else, I do have some questions about how much better they are going to be. So I guess we'll find out, guys. We're finally done with year 3. It took way longer than expected, man. This could have been a season that was over a month ago without the playoff run. But instead, we're here, and now we can build off of this really promising foundation, these building blocks, and hopefully build a contender, which we proved that we kind of are already, if we can keep this up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, leave your feedback down below, and then I'll see you all next time in the series. The off season, just our 4th one in total, coming up next. See y'all there.